Guys, a new Assassin's Creed. It is based in fucking Viking time, bro! Oh my god, I am so hyped for this. What is going on, guys? Thank you so much for clicking on the video today. I hope you are doing well. You guys already know the deal. At this point, come on. Get your hands ready. Get your fingers ready. Make sure they're nice and limber. Slap them against a table if you need to. Get them all nice and greased up in the dirts of Valhalla, because what I need you guys to do is to leave your comments down below letting me know what you think about this subject. Guys, I want to hear from you, so make sure you leave your comments, opinions, thoughts, whatever you want in the comments down below. I would really appreciate it. All right, let's get into this. So, if you have not been following the Assassin's Creed series recently, the past few games have been pretty different from what we've been used to in terms of Assassin's Creed. It's been way more based on RPGs than it has been just based on a linear storytelling aspect that we are normally used to. So recently they've been including stuff like dialogue choices. Even though the dialogue choices are kind of meh, they don't really affect the story that much, but it affects the individual story paths, if that makes sense. So those individual quests that you're doing, it affects those quests. It doesn't really affect the overarching story. That's one thing that I hope that they change with Valhalla. I hope that they make it so that you can have multiple very interesting endings that are basically changed based on what you do throughout the story. Now, a lot of people say that Assassin's Creed Odyssey kind of had that, but not really. You can kind of get those different endings regardless of what you do. It's really that last mission that you do at the end that kind of decides what you are going to, what kind of ending you're going to get. There's really only a couple of parts throughout the story that really affect the ending. But regardless, right? Regardless, this new Assassin's Creed game looks like it's going to be bringing some new stuff to the table, and that's what I like to see, right? I think the last time we got an Assassin's Creed game was last year. Was it early last year that Odyssey came out? Nah, I just looked it up. It actually came out in October of 2018. I didn't even realize this game came out so long ago. It feels like it came out last year. But anyway, so it looks like we're getting a new Assassin's Creed game every 2 years, which I think is... honestly, I think that that's really good. That's a really good amount of development time for them to add new things to their engine and to add new things to the game that kind of continuously builds upon that structure that they have. And I don't really care that it's completely different from the old Assassin's Creed games. Like, I kind of like this new direction that they're taking, where each Assassin's Creed game adds something new. Each Assassin's Creed game makes it feel a little bit different from the old ones. I completely am down for that, and I'm glad that they're taking this route. So, as I said before, they're adding, they've added this new RPG system that's a lot more based on leveling up your character, making builds, and also collecting gear, which I think is pretty interesting. Some people aren't into that, but I'm into those kind of games, so it works for me. So there's a couple of things in this game that I wanted to point out that are different from the previous games in the Assassin's Creed series that this game is going to have. So let's go ahead and talk about that really quick. So first of all, they're touting that you can write your own Viking saga. I hope that means that they're expanding on their choice. Okay, I'm sorry, I just needed to record this. This man got stabbed in the leg and took it out like it was a toothpick. He took it out like it was nothing and started walking like there was nothing wrong. My guy! They're expanding on their choice system that they had in Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and I hope that actually means that the choices that you make really determine what your story is going to be like. I hope they don't just have 4 endings. I hope they have multiple endings that you can have, and like different points in the story that you can die, kind of like a create your own adventure book, you know what I mean? I hope that they do that in this game, because honestly, I think that will add a lot of content and a lot of replayability for these games. That's one of the things that I kind of wish were in previous games. I wish that there was more replayability with those older games, and I think that if they do something like this with this game, it will add a lot of replayability, and it'll make it just a lot more fun to play just over and over again, because every single time you could choose different dialogue options, you could choose different paths, you could choose different choices, and then at the end of the day, you'll get a different point where you die, or you get a different story altogether. You create different relationships, stuff like that. I think that that's pretty cool. They kind of did that in Assassin's Creed Odyssey, With Assassin's Creed Odyssey, you had some choices that you can make, and that kind of determines the people that you can talk to in the end, or that determines what people you can actually recruit, or who you have to fight, and stuff like that. But I hope that they do a little bit more with that and have different points in the story where you can die, and you have different characters that you can befriend and stuff like that. I hope that they continue that and expand on that in this game. So that's kind of this whole write your own Viking saga thing. All right, so there's that. The next thing is leading epic raids. That's what they're saying here. I assume that's going to be similar to how conquests work, but the difference is it's actually going to be your own army, which I think is really cool. It says, lead your own crew of raiders and launch lightning-fast surprise attacks against the Saxon armies and fortresses, which, as I said, I think that means that you're going to be building your own armies and sending them or battling with them against these enemies, which I think is really cool. You could kind of build your own troops and kind of figure out what kind of crew you want to have when you're bringing on these expeditions, when you're bringing on these raids. And when you do this, you claim riches, and you can also claim their land, which is something that I'm going to get into later on. That's definitely something that the trailer doesn't tell you, so we'll get into that, which I think this is going to be really cool. Another thing that they tout here is engaging in visceral combat. So what I think that this basically means is they're going to be expanding on the whole the combat system that they had in Assassin's Creed Odyssey and Assassin's Creed Origins. To be honest, I think that this new combat system that they're working on is phenomenal. I think it feels really good. It feels really rewarding. Every weapon that you use, it feels fairly different, and I hope that they expand on that more come this game. I think that if they make it so that each weapon has, some special abilities that you can use, or there are different combos that you can use with these abilities, if they implement a combo system, I think that would be really awesome. They had a light combo system in Assassin's Creed Odyssey, but if they implement a real combo system in this game, I think that would be incredible. Like, I would be very, very happy. I've been a longtime fan of the Assassin's Creed series. I haven't been like a hardcore fan, because I know there are some hardcore fans out there that really love the Assassin's Creed series, and they are very particular about the way that the direction of these games are going, and they're not very happy with the way that the direction of these games are going. But I like it. I think that it adds some differences. It doesn't feel like you're playing the same game over and over again. It was starting to feel like a COD situation before Odyssey came out. Or not Odyssey, before Origins came out. It was starting to feel like a Call of Duty where every game kind of feels the same. In this particular situation, it seems like they're adding something new every game, and I like that. I think that that's really cool. One of the other cool things that I found about this game is that you're able to make settlements, like build your own settlements, and customize those settlements with different structures. So in that settlement, you can have barracks, you can have blacksmiths, you can have a tattoo parlor, and even more. Like, bro, that's actually really awesome. Not only that, but when you build these settlements, it unlocks new quests and features, which I think is awesome. That's an awesome new addition that is different from other games that we've had before, right? It's different from other Assassin's Creed games we've had before. I don't think there's been an Assassin's Creed game that's been like this, which I'm really excited for. I'm excited for the direction that this game is going. Good on Ubisoft for taking a step forward and trying to innovate, trying to do something different. I really appreciate that. And one of the last things that they tote is that you get to create or share your custom raider. So you can recruit mercenary Vikings, either designed by other players, or you can even create your own and share it online. And when other people use your raider, you actually reap rewards from whoever uses your raider, which I think is pretty cool. It's a pretty cool system. So you create your own character, other than the main protagonist that you're playing, and then you can send that raider out into the wild, basically. And when your raider is used in other raids from other people online, then you also get rewards as well. That's actually pretty cool. What I wish that they would do is allow you to take control of that raider when they're being used by somebody else, if that makes sense. So if somebody else is using that raider and you see that they're raiding with your raider, there's a lot of raid in this thing. But you know what I mean. You should be able to say, hey, I want to hop in and control my raider, and I want to contribute. I want to help. I think that would be a really interesting way of implementing multiplayer. What do you guys think about that? Let me know down in the comments, because I think that would be really cool to be able to add some sort of multiplayer element to the game. honestly, there was a lot of stuff in this game that wasn't really shown in the trailer. You would kind of have to scroll down into the description in order to see it, or you would have to go on to the official Assassin's Creed Valhalla website in order to see this stuff. But honestly, I think these are some really cool additions to the Assassin's Creed franchise. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Do you guys agree with the direction that they're going, or do you think that they're going in a completely wrong path? Let me know, and let me know why you believe that down in the comments. I would really appreciate that. Not only that, but are you guys hyped for this game? If you are, let me know why. Let me know your most, I guess, anticipated feature. Let me know what you're looking forward to the most. And if you're not looking forward to this game, let me know why. Is it not your type of game, or what? Are you just not really into RPGs? Let me know. Let me know what you think down in the comments. I would really appreciate that, guys. So that will be it for the video today. I hope you did enjoy. If you did and you reached this point in the video and you haven't already subscribed, what are you doing? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that bell so that you get notified whenever I post a new video. If you're not already, make sure you're following me on Twitter. Not only do I post whenever I upload a new video, but I also let you guys know whenever I'm going live on Twitch. Also, I just post a lot of funny stuff on there, so if you want some funny stuff on your feed, make sure you do that. Join the Discord if you aren't in it already. Also, make sure you leave a like on the video to help out the algorithm. I would really appreciate that. And beyond that, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.